Hello and welcome to the online A-LevelTutor YouTube page. Today we will talk about supply-side policies. Supply-side policies are a broad range of policies aimed at increasing aggregate supply by increasing competition and increasing incentives. Essentially, these are macroeconomic policies since they target specific markets, for example, labor, product or capital markets. An example of labor markets are reduction in trade union power, for example, making strikes without a secret ballot illegally. Also make sympathy strikes illegal. Reduction in unemployment benefits, this would increase the incentives for unemployed workers to take jobs. Improvements in human capital, increased provision and quality of education and training designed to increase productivity of the workforce. Reduction in unemployment protection legislation, making it easier to hire and fire workers, which contributes to a more flexible workforce. Reduction in income tax rates. The aim of these tax cuts is to increase incentives to work and may be analyzed using the Laffer curve, see further on. Another section of supply-side policies are product markets, which include privatization, deregulation and contracting out. Privatization involves the sale of state-owned enterprise to the private sector, usually through the issue of shares. This policy has been adopted across the globe and in the case of developing countries. Privatization has been a condition for loans given by the IMF. Deregulation, when the government removes official barriers to competition, for example, licenses and quality standards. Contracting out, when parts of services operated by the public sector is put out to tender so that the private sector can compete for business. Trade liberalization relates to the removal or reduction in trade barriers and the adoption of policies which allows free capital flows between countries, so make it more attractive for transnational countries to invest in the country. Promotion of new small firms, for example, through tax breaks, short-term loans for new businesses and loan guarantees. Capital markets. Deregulation of the financial markets, such as the reduction of restrictive practices in the city and stock exchange. Reduction in corporate tax, or reduction in tax allowance on investment by firms. However, there are criticism of supply-side policies, and these include evaluations you could use in the exam. One such point is that there could be increased inequality. It is argued that they are based on the premise that the rich will work harder if you pay them more and the poor will work harder if you pay them less. Another is time lags. Some of the measures take a long time to have any impact on the supply side of the economy, for example, reforms in primary education. The incentive for tax cuts may be overestimated. In the USA, tax cuts resulted in an increase in labor supply of less than 1%. Similarly, there is evidence that tax cuts have any significant impact on productivity. It may also be ineffective. If aggregate demand is low, then these policies have no effect. There may be adverse effect of deregulation. Competition might lead to undesirable consequences. For example, the deregulation of financial markets resulted in excessive risk-taking, leading to near collapse of the banking system. Finally, there is an opportunity cost. There is an opportunity cost for the government to implement supply-side policy, as it is argued that the money could be better spent elsewhere. Thank you for watching this video. I know I sound like a spastic in these videos. If you wish to learn more, please subscribe, favorite and share this video. Yours sincerely, the online A-Level Tutor.